today's class, we're gonna need some tape and a stick, which you can use the one from your broom or your mop or whichever stick that you can find at home, okay? So, to start, we're gonna make a line as straight as possible as we can with our tape on the floor. Once we have our setup ready, which will be our line on the floor, we're gonna start with some previous balance exercise to warm up and get into the balance mood, okay? So we're gonna start. You can either in the beginning use the stick if you really need it, or not, try to balance yourself. We're gonna start. Okay, we're gonna start just by trying to balance ourselves really easy on one foot. Try to have your knee high up and your back straight, and in there try to find your balance. You can use your arms to the side, or if you want to make it harder, you can put your arms down, okay? Make sure you do both legs, okay? If you're finding this still hard, you can always have a stick, which is gonna help you balance, okay? Next exercise that we're gonna do is from this position. We're gonna try to lean our chest front as we get our leg straight back, and we're gonna try to touch our foot with the opposite hand, okay? Remember, keep your balance.
Try to do it like 5 times, because as you get tired, it's a little bit harder, and you want to challenge yourself in that way. So try to do 5.
And obviously make the other leg.
Solo ponerse en cámara lenta, rápido.
Okay? Now we're gonna do the same 2 exercises that we just did, but we're gonna try them with our eyes closed so they become a little bit more difficult. So what we're gonna do is, you can have your stick if you need some extra support. We're gonna go into the position, and from there we're gonna close our eyes and let's try to count to 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now let's try the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now a little bit harder, we're gonna try the second exercise also with our eyes closed. So we're gonna go into the position, close our eyes, and then start the movement. And then try the other leg. Okay, so now that we're warm up, we're gonna start with the exercise on our tape line in the floor. So first we're gonna see the position of our body, and then we're gonna see what our feet do on the wire, okay? So we're gonna want to have always a position where our back is straight, our chest is a little bit open, and we have our arms straight to the side. We don't want our arms to be straight like back, they can be a little bit front, okay? And we have like a tight core and body, okay?
And the arms is gonna move like this. Try to move like this instead of like this.
Yeah, the movement, do it only from your arms, not from your whole torso, okay? So now the feet. We're gonna start with one foot on the line, and the other one is gonna be open to the side. Remember, chest position. And from there, we're gonna, with our foot that is out, we're gonna try to find our toes with the other foot. We also find the line, and we're gonna slide a little bit front and change open the other leg to the side. So now we're in this leg. And we go again. Toes with toes, slide, change weight, open.
Okay, so there's 4 steps. First one, this position.
Open. Second, toes. Third, slide. 4, change weight and open. Okay? We're gonna take a close look onto how it looks our feet on the wire, or in this case on the tape, okay? The 4th step. So from the open position, we're gonna find toes with toes, slide, change weight front, open. Toes, slide, weight, open. So we're gonna try to do the whole line, okay? So as much as possible, we don't want to be looking down into the line to see where it is. We're gonna find the line by touching our toes with our other toes, okay? That's how we find the line. So try not to be looking down, because if you're looking down, you're already pushing your body down. Try to be looking front or to the other end of the line.
This makes more sense with the wire, because the wire you can feel it in your feet. So you don't need to see the wire, you can feel it. With the line it's a little bit harder, but still
we're going to try to get used to that from the beginning. So I'll start and then Raul will try. So remember, chest position, slide. So here you're gonna see how Raul is gonna follow the same 4 steps that we did on the tape. Open, toes, slide, change weight and open again. He's obviously gonna have more movement on his body because he's actually balancing himself, but it's the same, chest straight and open and arms to the side. So we know you don't have a Tightwire at home, but the more you practice this exercise with the tape, it's gonna make it easier for when you come back into classes and we can do it in the real Tightwire. So make sure you do the line a couple of times. And remember, this is just only one of the several ways that we can walk the Tightwire, but it's the one that we want you to learn in the beginning because it's gonna be easier for further learning, okay? So now we're gonna use our stick, which we're gonna try to use as a Tightwire, so you get more or less the feeling and you can keep practicing, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our stick on the floor, and we don't want the stick to move at all, neither to like be able to roll. So what you can do is, with the tape, you can tape the stick into the floor so it's really like straight and has no movement. In this case, Raul is gonna stand on it for me. You can also do that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna practice the same exercise, the same steps, but this time standing on top of the stick. So it's gonna feel a little bit more real because of the shape of the stick. And you also will get the feeling of how you don't have to be looking down into the stick. You will find it by finding your toes. Okay? So let's try. If your partner is making you nervous, you can ask him to turn around so he's not staring at you. Okay, so we're gonna do the same steps. Okay, this one will be a little bit easier because even though you have the feeling of the stick, you're still on the floor, so when you're open you kind of like support yourself there with your other foot. Now we're gonna do the last exercise and the challenge for this class, which is gonna be finding the balance only on one foot, which is also gonna be very helpful for walking the wire on the future. So we're gonna stand only on one foot, go into our position other foot is open, and we're gonna see who can hold it the longest without touching the floor. No cheating. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you try both foot, okay? So then you can do the other.
No, claramente no.
3, 1, 2, 3. Make sure you practice. That's all for today's lesson. We hope you enjoy it. Make sure you practice and send us your videos using the hashtag #DrillUsOnline. And also because it's going to be very useful for when we go back to classes, okay? So we will see you next lesson.
Casi me cae. Casi me cae.
In as possible.
Dilo.
This will be very helpful.